Hello students, welcome to Mizo Study video classes, and today we are going to discuss a very interesting, I am not saying important because all topics in physics are really very important, but this is very interesting concept, fine. And in general, starting from your school exams till your competitive exams, minimum 1 or 2 questions you will definitely get. Now you know the importance of these 1 or 2 questions in competitive exams, so I don't think I should mention it, fine. So this topic is very simple, very important, and finally very interesting. So let's start this topic, that is polarization. Okay, so the topic is polarization of obviously light, fine. So the phenomena is associated with light only. You also studied this term polarization while we were discussing capacitors, fine, and dielectric materials we were discussed over there with this concept. Now here this polarization concept is different. So first point I would like to mention in this polarization, why exactly it is different and what exactly this is. So first point is only possible, I will tell you what exactly the concept is, but before that I am writing 1 or 2 sentences, simple sentences. Only possible in transverse wave, transverse waves, fine. So now it is clear that this phenomena of polarization is something which is associated with waves. Now try to recall class 11th, you studied mechanical waves, fine, and in mechanical waves there were 2 categories, transverse, longitudinal, but mechanical waves are always possible in medium. And here I am talking this phenomena of polarization that is basically taking place in electromagnetic waves, and that is light waves, fine. So only possible in transverse wave, that is one. Number 2, reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction, all these things can take place in any type of waves, but polarization is something that can take place only in transverse waves, fine. So sure short test of a transverse wave is polarization. So only possible in transverse wave. And number 2, associated with electric field of light waves. So I hope these 2 simple sentences will give you at least a basic idea of what exactly the polarization is and with which it is associated. So now we have classified our boundary. Then comes the situation which I want to elaborate you, fine. So what I will do, I will take the help of a example from the mechanical waves, fine. Now students, first listen this story and then I will tell you what exactly is happening. Let us say I have a string and 2 cardboard blocks, fine. So 2 cardboard blocks means this way I have 1 cardboard, okay, it is something like that, like this, fine. This way you have a hard cardboard, this is tapped, okay. So this is 1 cardboard placed like this, and this is another cardboard placed like this, okay. Now in the middle there is a cut, in this fashion there is a cut. Similarly in this 2, and remaining portion of these card waves like this, it is intact at such no opening in this particular place like this, Fine. Similarly, over here, imagine this situation. Okay. Now, take a string, a small string, and allow that string to pass like this. Fine. The string is passing like this. Fine. Now, fix the string at this point. Fine. So, card 1, card 2, that is cardboard, and this is fixed, string is fixed. Now, do one thing, hold this end of the string and start oscillating like this, up down, up down. Fine. So, this way you can say the vibrations will pass like this and they will reach at this end. Fine. So, now you can say this is something that is nothing but a axis. Now, in second situation, do one thing, rotate this cardboard by 90 degree, rotate cardboard 2, rotate cardboard 2 by 90 degree, clockwise or anti-clockwise, doesn't matter. Then what will happen? You will not able to get any vibration beyond this. Fine. No vibrations beyond this, because now it has been rotated, so the opening of this also changed by this angle to this angle. Fine. So, this is the idea of vibrations in transverse wave, and those are light waves. Fine. So, this type of mechanical experiment you just have to keep in your mind. Now, I am coming on to the polarization of light. Polarization of light. How exactly you can apply the same concept here. Now, students, just take a look over here. Actually, the idea is light waves means electric and magnetic vectors both. Fine. So, I am writing this. In light waves, there are electric and magnetic vectors. Fine. Now, electric vector E has tendency to oscillate in all possible random directions. Okay. About magnetic vectors, we don't have any problem. Fine. Now, how exactly this electric vector will look like? So, the electric vector look like this. Obviously, you can't observe it by your naked eyes, but this is on the basis of experimental facts. You can say it looks like this. The oscillation of this electric vector is in all possible directions. Fine, keep on oscillating. So, your normal light, that is known as polarized light, means electric vector vibrating, oscillating in all possible directions. Now, for this light you cannot use a cardboard, fine. So, for this utilization of this cardboard in light, you need a different aspect, that is different material, which is known as tourmaline crystal, fine, which is known as tourmaline crystal. Now, Nicol prism or tourmaline crystal. So, for light waves, we use Nicol prism or Tour Nicol prism or tourmaline crystal. Okay. So, either Nicol prism or tourmaline crystal, and both these things will do the same process that I explained you using this cardboard 1 and cardboard 2, fine. Then comes how you can prepare these tourmaline crystal or Nicol prism to be ready to perform this type of mechanical experiment. Now, these are cut parallel to crystallographic axis, fine, and then they can perform same type of phenomena. I think I should mention it over here, lot of space is present. So, cut, who is cut? Either this Nicol prism or tourmaline crystal cut parallel to crystallographic axis, cut parallel to, sorry, crystallographic axis. Now, I can use this space for showing you a diagram. Now, imagine these two crystals, fine. Crystal 1 and this is crystal 2. Fine. So, this is the opening, this is the opening. Now, this is the axis, fine. Now, just take a look over here, the same thing this crystal is doing as this cardboard experiment is showing you. Over here, one thing you should remember, that at this point, let us say unpolarized light is entering all possible directions, oscillations of electric vector. Now, moment it will pass, so what will happen? Only the vibration of the electric vector along this direction will pass and remaining will not be allowed. So, here you will get this way, fine, this way. and now here again this way. So this is what? This is plane polarized light. This is plane polarized light, this is plane polarized light, because electric field vectors are vibrating only in one direction. Now let's do some changes in the same diagram itself. I will not erase anything, but I will use a different color chalk to show you the difference. Let's say this crystal is rotated by 90 degree. Fine. So this crystal is rotated by 90 degree, means imagine now earlier it was, let me show you with the help of this duster. Let's say earlier it was like this and now it is like this. Okay, earlier like this. So this lining, just take a look of this lining. I hope this lining is visible. Fine. So earlier the lining was like this. When it is rotated, then the lining is perpendicular to this lining. So what will happen? At this point you are getting plane polarized light, and here these cuts are perpendicular to this, so they will not allow anything to pass like this. Okay, like this. Now it is rotated by 90 degree. Moment this will happen, so over here no outcome. So there are two situations. Fine. One is, this is unpolarized light, unpolarized, and here plane polarized, okay. But moment you turn this axis perpendicular to this original axis, no light, means no vibrations of electric vector. So this is the concept of polarization, fine, associated with light. Okay. Now one more thing I would like to mention over here, and that is polarization of light. There are various types: circularly polarized, elliptically polarized, plane polarized, linearly polarized, and so on so forth. I will only introduce only few, fine, and then gradually I will shift my focus onto a law that is known as Brewster law. So before moving ahead, I hope all these things are clear to you. For this diagram and for this cardboard diagram, my simple request is just take a look of these explanations once or twice, you will find yourself comfortable enough. And this is the cardboard, this lining is allowing this passage of this vibration, and same is the concept with this tourmaline crystal or nickel prism. Fine. Now it is high time to move for other conceptual clarity associated with polarization phenomena. And what is that? There are certain simple aspects associated with polarization, and what are those? So let it be remain over there, fine, for the time being. For any reference I can use that, but you have to just take a look now for this explanation. Polarization of light. There are various mechanisms. Initially we are discussing only simple aspects, fine. Once you will be comfortable with these simple concepts, we can upgrade our discussion, fine. So now what will happen? You have, let us say for example, this is your axis, okay, and you have a tourmaline crystal cut parallel to crystallographic axis like this, fine. This way, I think I should use a slightly different color. I do not like this red color, but just to show you I am using this. Now unpolarized light, if going from here, okay, like this, this is unpolarized light. it is entering. So ultimately, because of the presence of this one crystal, you will get linearly polarized light, means electric vector vibration in just one direction. Fine, that is polarized, and it is unpolarized. Okay. Now students, this is a polarizer. This device is known as polarizer. Normally your car front windscreen, a type of polarizing sheet is pasted on that, so that car coming from front direction, the intense headlights of that vehicle, car, bus, truck, may not affect your this known as eye movement. Fine. Nowadays in smart cars, I mean highly you can say sophisticated cars, there is some other mechanism they are using, but otherwise it is like that. Simple film is used, and that way the intensity can be reduced. Now this is known as polarizer, fine, polarizing device. Next, because with this naked eyes we can't find out whether it is polarized or not. If I am writing, you are accepting because the teacher is writing, so it is like that, but you have to analyze, you have to experimentally verify. So another tourmaline crystal that you will use over here, that is known as analyzer. That is not polarizer, that is analyzer. So if I place another you can say nickel crystal like this, nickel prism or this tourmaline crystal, so here if it is in this direction, I will get the plain polarized light. If it is rotated, I will not get any polarized light. So this is known as polarizer, polarizing device. It is known as analyzer. Fine. So these are the simple concepts associated with polarization and its basic idea. Fine. So to detect the polarized light, you need definitely an analyzer. I'll tell you something more about this, but before that I would like to switch on a very simple law, and based upon, there are two laws in this chapter. One is Brewster law, another is Morley's law, and both these laws will definitely give you an opportunity to pick at least one question. Fine. So that is something which is associated with here itself, that is Brewster's law, and what that law is. Fine. So in simple formula, if I want to mention, I will mention mu is equal to tan P. Okay. What is mu? Refractive index. Fine. Where this mu is refractive index and this P is polarizing angle. So I think I should mention it with this particular parameter over here. About mu you all know, but I think I should write it down as where mu is refractive index, that is mu is equal to sin I upon sin R, a refracting angle, and P is polarizing angle, and tan of that polarizing angle. What does it means? When light incident at polarizing angle at the interface, when light incident, I think I should write down this statement over here. So I can say mu is equal to sin I upon sin R. Fine. Now when light incident at polarizing angle at the interface of a refracting medium, when, what is Brewster law statement? Brewster law. When light incident at polarizing angle polarizing angle at the interface of refracting media, then refractive index of that media relative to is equal to tangent of the polarizing angle. I am just giving some wordings to this particular phenomena. So, then refractive index equal to tan of polarizing angle. Just remember this definition, polarizing angle. So, students, it was the idea of polarization and Brewster angle. Fine. So, in polarization, what we discussed this idea of the phenomena of polarization with the help of mechanical waves. I would like to request all of you with me, just take a relook of this particular concept. With this mechanical wave experiment, I tried to give you the idea. Okay, and then here once again this is tourmaline crystal or nickel prism. This is another which is used for the analyzing. Sorry, actually this is complete line axis. Fine, this way. So, that is the concept of polarization. In other coming videos, I will further elaborate this plane polarized, circularly polarized, Morley's law, polarization by reflection. There are so many simple concepts associated over here. But at this moment, I would like to say the points which I explained in this particular video, you should try to understand them, and specifically this law, mu is equal to tan p, that is very important. Fine. And lot of numericals you will get based upon this simple law, very simple numericals, few angles you may have to remember. So, finally, students, I would like to say that we should take a break over here, stop over here for very soon I will come back with a new video of the same topic, associated topic. So, till then, first thing, take care of yourself, and second thing, take care of your subject by means of revision. Okay. So, with this positive note, I would like to say thanks to all of you for watching this video. Thanks a lot.